It is Monday, and we welcome you to episode 1 of season 2 of the Ty Live Show. I am Ty Walker, and we welcome you here today. Well, the NFL draft's coming up. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But first, let's go into the top headlines. One of the top NBA games last night is in the NBA Finals, where going into this game, the Sacramento Kings had a 2-1 lead going in the series. A couple of days ago, it was a 2-0 lead in the series, but they have blown the series, and now Golden State has tied it at 2 games apiece with a 126-125 win over the Sacramento Kings. Game 5 will be coming up in Golden State here in a couple of days. NASCAR Cup Series was at Talladega yesterday, in which Kyle Busch under caution won after the big one happened in overtime on the final lap, as they did cross the start-finish line, meaning that the race was official and Kyle Busch was out front. So that is his second win of the season for Kyle Busch. In terms of Royals news, the Royals fall 3-4 to the LA Angels, but some good performances from Vinny Pasquantino, MJ Melendez, and Bobby Witt Jr., as all three both go yard, but it's not enough, as the Angels were able to hit 3 straight home runs in a row of Ward, Ohtani, and Mike Trout. That is top headlines. Well, I want to lead that into our next conversation, which is the Kansas City Royals. Want to talk about them a little bit. The Royals, the last couple of games, they have not looked bad. Saturday, they got a good win, their first win in a while. Yesterday, in a loss, did not look bad. But, I mean, there is some problems to speak about. The injury bug really has hit them. There's been some guys we have not seen, and that we have seen and have not gone out for this season. We have not seen Jonathan Helsley yet. We've not seen Taylor Coart yet. We've not seen Drew Waters yet this season. We have seen Chris Bubich, but he's now out for the season with the torn PCL that requires Tommy John surgery, so he'll be out for the season. Drew Waters has yet to start a rehab assignment yet. Neither is Helsley. So a lot of injuries for the Royals right now. But I don't think that's really the main factor in the reason why the Royals are struggling. I think we all expected the Royals to struggle this year. I don't think we were all expecting it to be this badly, though, that the Royals are going to struggle. There's a whole list of stuff I want the Royals to do. Even though against the Angels, yes, he had a decent series, but don't let one decent series fool you. I think it's still time to cut Hunter Dozier. He's wasting roster spots. We have Michael Garcia still sitting there in the minors, tearing it up in the minor leagues. And I don't even know why we even sent Nick Prado back to the minors. I think it's about time to give them chances and put Michael Garcia at third. Why is Nick Eaton still playing? Nick Eaton's had 1 hit this whole entire season. Why is he still playing? Nick Eaton's also another waste of a roster spot that we can have somebody come up and play for him. Obviously, I want to see the Royals call up Michael Garcia and Nick Prado, as they're 2 of the best players that are in the minor leagues right now. Whenever I saw that Nick Prado got sent to the minors, I was sitting there like, why? Why are we sending one of our best players to the minor leagues and Nick Prado didn't get it? With the injury to Chris Bubich, obviously we've seen that Madison Bumgarner is clearing waivers after he got sent to the minor leagues for the Diamondbacks. What if we pick Madison Bumgarner up and put him on a 1-year contract to put him in the rotation while Chris Bubich is injured? Because there's still a lot of season to go, and there's nobody in that spot right now. So far, it's Taylor Clark starting 2 innings and then Ryan Yarbrough getting a bulk. I don't think you can go through a whole season with that. Offense really has sucked, even though the last couple of days it's gotten a little bit better with the home runs for Melendez, Vinny Pasquantino, and Bobby Witt, and the offensive explosion on Saturday. But still is not enough, I think, for the offense. I want to see this offensive production every day. A lot of players injured, like I mentioned. Drew Waters, Bubic now on that list, Helsley. So the injury bug has ridden the Royals. And that does affect the evaluations that during the season J.J. Picollo and Mac Winchero wanted to have. The evaluations that they wanted to have, Bobby Witt, which I think the Bobby Witt evaluation has been pretty good. Vinny Pasquantino, I agree, that one's been pretty good. Kyle Isbell, he's been mid. He's a good outfielder, though. Chris Bubic started the season off good, but he's now out for the year. Drew Waters has yet to play a game, like I mentioned, has yet to have a rehab assignment. Jonathan Helsley, has yet to play a game yet. And Brady Singer, I don't really think we even needed an evaluation for him, but I guess he was on the list for the evaluations, and so far he's having a rough start compared to last year. But the NFL draft coming up, we are 3 days away, and it's time for my prospect of the day. And my prospect of the day is Jamar Gibbs, running back out of Alabama. Would not be surprised if this guy goes in the first round. He was Alabama's leading receiver as a running back for the University of Alabama. I would not be surprised if he goes late in the first round, but he is a very good running back, and you can line him up at wide receiver. But this is a quick episode. We're going to have our mock draft on Wednesday. Tomorrow we'll have our conversation with NASCAR driver for the NASCAR Craftsman Cup Series and the ARCA Menard Series driver Braden Lassner. And Wednesday we'll have our mock draft, and then Thursday through Saturday will be NFL draft coverage. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. I know this today was a quick episode, but we'll see you guys tomorrow.